All set, Karen.
Okay, the recording is not the property of the county, and the county makes no representation about the accuracy of the recording and is not responsible for the content. The recording is the exclusive property of the union or the recorder, and copies of the recording must be directly requested from the recorder. The county has no obligation under Florida Statute 119, as it is not the county's recording, nor does the county maintain a copy. Okay, a couple questions. First, how long does your process take to put this before your membership, Scott, for a vote? Is there a time frame that we're looking at?
Well, the first hurdle would be getting basically a clean red line version. So I assume the county would provide that.
Yeah, we would, and we'd be happy if to sit with someone from maybe Clint and Jimmy could sit down once we have it, just walk through to make sure it's all corrected before we give it to you.
Yeah,
I'll let them tell you the time frame.
Okay. So once that was done from that day, we would put it out to the membership. We like to give at least 7 days for review, and in that time, we hold a couple informational meetings for people to ask questions and clarify. And then we open up electronic voting, and given that that's done electronically, it can be done 24/7. It would be the executive board's decision, but typically it's 3 to 4 days of that. And then the count is announced immediately after closing. So roughly 10 to 14 days after we get the red line version.
One of the reasons I was asking is that we would, if this went forward and was ratified, we were going to try to get it on the May 10th? The May 10th board meeting for ratification. I'm not sure the timeline will permit that or not. I don't think so, but we're just trying to figure out for our purposes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
The other thing is, and I just want to make sure that everybody on this call, members and all, realize that we firmly believe in this package, and we think this is a package, particularly the compensation, that gives this unit a compensation package for this unit over the life of this contract, something they haven't had before. We strongly believe in this package, and we're disappointed that, in the ground rules that we both signed, in paragraph 11, we agreed, as the parties further agree, that any tentative agreement reached will be recommended to their respective constituents for ratification. And we have relied upon that. I do understand I cannot force the union to endorse the package, but sadly, that is not what we all agreed to at the commencement of this. So that, for us, is disappointing. We believe that it's a good package. We believe in it. I'm not sure if it's the entire package that you disagree with, or we'll give a neutral support or neutral comments to, or if it's just the compensation piece. But I do remind the union that is not what you agreed to at the commencement of these negotiations.
Okay, well, and Karen, it's not that we are going back. If we had reached a tentative agreement that we were behind, we certainly would wholeheartedly endorse it. But we've kind of been backed into a corner with this economic portion that we just aren't in agreement. I offered on multiple occasions to go to mediation to try to have a neutral party kind of referee, and that was not agreed to by the county, which is typically where you would go before going out even to a ratification vote. So as this drags on, and the question, or the biggest question, is retroactivity, that number just keeps growing and growing each day. So I feel that, one, we owe it to the membership to allow them to weigh in on it, because we're asking them to forego retroactivity, or if they don't agree to it, to understand that it's going to continue to be delayed with an uncertain outcome. So, but I'm also not going to go out and say, we fully endorse this, you should vote yes, if you're telling me that retroactivity is something that you expect and want. So, we're kind of in a rock and a hard spot here. I'm trying to make sure that everyone is treated fairly. It's not the intent of the union to go against the ground rules, but I can throw back that the county hasn't offered us something that we can get behind in the area of the wages. So, you know, it's not like we're trying to break the ground rules intentionally.
Well, it doesn't say any tentative agreement that we like. I mean, it just says any tentative agreement will be recommended. So I get it. I understand your position. But first of all, I want to make it clear. We never said we wouldn't go to mediation. We had talked about going to mediation, but decided we didn't think we needed it. We actually gave you this financial package in January. Had it been ratified then, the members would have gotten significant raises. And it isn't as if under the Me Too clause that is in the contract that expired, the members didn't get a raise. They did. They got a raise in respect to the contract that continued after the expiration in August. So they have gotten an increase in this fiscal year. Giving them these raises that are quite significant, as we pointed out to you several times, is over and above what any other employee in the county is getting. They could have it by the end of May. They could have had it by January. So the retroactivity is not necessarily the issue for the county. We don't believe there's a reason for retroactivity. There was a raise in this fiscal year, and they could get another raise in this fiscal year if you agree and endorse this. Having said that, we have given you all the authority we have, Scott. I've given you every penny I have, and even fudged a little more to try to get a contract with you. So we cannot tell the union what to do. We very strongly stand behind this proposal, and we think that the membership should have an opportunity to review it, because we think that most of the members will be extremely happy with the financial package once they realize what they're going to get in their pay.
Okay, well, and again, that's why we're offering to put it out and allow the membership to speak.
Okay. All right, then I will send 10, I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to send that to you, and 24 as we wrote it over for tentative agreement, and 17.
Yep.
And then we'll send them to you today. Just give us a little while to do that. Then I will turn it over to the chief to work on the timing for the clean red line copy. And
okay.
I will not participate in that part of it. They'll be putting that together.
All right, I'll let Clint work with the chief on that, just so that it's going to be easier and probably more expeditious to do it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Very good. I will, once I have that and we establish the voting times and whatnot, Karen, I will send those to you so that you have them.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
right.
My team want to hop back over, then we will conclude for today.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.